Copper Mountain is a premier ski resort based right here in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. We have over 2,500 acres of skiable terrain.
On a large day, we have 14,000 people here. We scan them 8 to 10 times a day. That adds up pretty quickly. There's a chair coming through the terminal every 6 seconds, and we need those chairs full, and we need quick scanners to help us do that.
So last winter, I was tasked with determining what the best handheld mobile device would be in the lift lines. I spoke with several different manufacturers, Scion, Motorola, and Intellect. Intellect by Honeywell was well above all the other competitors in nearly every aspect that we were benchmarking. In my discussions with Intellect, I was introduced to SK&T. One of the best things about working with SK&T is they do this day in and day out. So it's nice to have an expert who understands what's available in the marketplace. They are very compassionate to understand our business needs, and they've been a great vendor to work with. When we inked our deal with Intellect, the acquisition of Honeywell was happening at that time. We knew Honeywell was a very large corporation with plenty of resources and assets behind it. Now that Honeywell has fully acquired Intellect, it's nice to see those resources being incorporated. So that's exciting for us. Currently here at Copper Mountain, we're using 2 Intellect products. We're using the SG20T USB wired scanner in our retail locations as well as our rental locations. You have the ability to scan at nearly any angle. You can scan damaged barcodes, and the 2D imager picks up barcodes so quick, people aren't used to it after using the 1D scanners. For lift access operations, the CN70A that we're dealing with now is way lighter than our previous scanner. And when you're doing 10,000 scans in one day, weight does have a huge factor. The battery lasted all day with the Intellect device, whereas with our previous device, we would have to change it twice a day, if not more.
I use these scanners every day. On my lunch, I put the scanner on the charger, come back, and I've never had to replace a battery that afternoon.
Previously, with our device, if the battery got down to about 30%, we would begin to drop off of our wireless network. If we're dropping off of our wireless network, we can't truthfully verify that past product, and we could potentially lose revenue. We also use the CN70As for retail inventory at the end of the season. The Intellect scanner's imager was much faster at processing scans. Once we dialed in the symbologies, the scan time was about 2 to 3 times faster than our previous device. The devices have held up in our extreme environment, operating at nearly 10,000 feet from 45 degrees to minus 45 degrees, in the middle of a snowstorm or on a beautiful sunny day. These devices work every single day, and they work efficiently every single day.
Absolutely, I'd recommend this solution. It has been such a success here on getting the guests loaded on the lift as quick as possible.
It saves me a ton of time, so definitely ended up going with the best choice.
I would suggest that anyone who is looking at devices compare Intellect to the competition, and you will clearly see that Intellect by Honeywell is far and away better than comparable devices from other manufacturers.